Tox represent Solomon Island people say. We people style originally from my homeland. Like my old man said, there's nothing impossible. So we have to bring this message to my brother lyrical. Straight from the crew, out to the blue. We represent the voices of my ancestors calling. And I was getting more and my culture is falling. Now we have a step up for the past 20 calling.
Once down, once it stop, ain't nobody gonna stop us. People, everybody, would you listen to us for a start? No point complaining unless we partaking. We represent the cause of the ones falling. We resemble true art.
Previously on Delos. The girls did a full-on provision and got enough food to last the entire crew over 6 months. It was the first thing in the morning, and after waiting a few days, we finally had our forestay back. The last and most important step for finishing the rig.
Good morning.
Good old breakfast smoothie. Bananas, apples, soy milk, and this amazing stuff. Green Supreme Food by Divine Health. Got all kinds of crazy organic fruits and vegetables and berries, and they juice them and then freeze dry them. So a scoop of that is like having a full glass of juiced goodness.
Who's in there? What do you want? Pretty tired. But good.
Tired?
Yeah, I feel like I keep getting woken up like in the middle of my
middle of the morning.
I just want to fucking sleep in, man. No.
So we've got to get this wire inside the forestay, and we've got to pull the forestay up to the top and align the pin. And the conditions are not perfect, but they might be okay. The boat's moving a little more than I'd like to go up the mast, but it's calm sometimes, so maybe we'll just do it in a calm point.
Gotta lube it up real good, like. Oh yeah.
Yeah, all the way, ready.
Yeah, get it all the way ready.
Oh. Can you push it from where you are and I'll just rub? Because it's hard for me to rub and push. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, why don't you just rub and then we'll push.
Okay. Oh yeah, baby. Just needed more lube. That's all that is. Do it in my hand. Lube it up.
Get it all?
That's it. We're in.
Use it was for me.
It's pretty good for me. How'd you guys like it?
It's good. It's good.
It's good.
Love the sound effects.
Yeah.
Yes. So we'll have Yosh and I in the dinghy out front, and Max will be up at closest to the bow, kind of lifting it on his shoulder. You and Bubs will kind of just help lift it off the rail and lift it off the deck instead of feeding it to Max, which will be feeding it to us. And then Karen, while you're doing that, Brian's gonna go up on this one, which he'll go up before we start all this, but Brian's gonna go up on this one. This is his safety one, so once he's up there, he'll tie himself off and then pass down the safety line. And then that end of the safety line is gonna be tied to what he's tying on right now. Yeah. And then that'll help. I mean, he's tying the lifting line onto it now, but I think it'll help too. That way you can winch it up for him. Okay. Because it's gonna be real heavy. So you can winch it up.
Yep.
And then as you're winching it up, hopefully we can start like right here and it'll come forward. Just in case you missed that, here's the plan. Brian will head up the mast first. Yosh and I will hop in the dinghy. Max will be at the bow to feed the forestay out to us. The rest of the crew will stay on deck and help lift the forestay and use the winch to send it to the top and up to Brian.
Recording? Okay. 4, stay, going up. Okay, slack out. A little bit more.
Get it up so he can put the pins in, and there's a bit of waves and a bit of wind coming, so the hard part's not done yet, but it's well on its way.
With the hardest part out of the way, all we needed to do was put the furler motor back on and the bottom pin through.
What are you doing there, Brielle?
Ah, the freezer decided to stop working. This fan is just old and it's pretty much seized up, so it's real hard to spin.
Yeah.
So it threw an alarm on the fan short alarm on the compressor, and our meat started to thaw out, the bacon started to thaw out, which is not acceptable. So that's my Sunday morning task, is fixing the freezer.
Nice.
Yep. Great.
And then we're gonna put the sail up.
Yep. Bacon first, sail second.
Yep. So we were in the at the lighthouse bar the other night, just in here, and this dude walks up to us and he's like, "You guys are from a boat? Ah, sweet. My dad like loves following your adventures and blah blah blah." And then he was like, "You know what? I've got a restaurant here, a Mexican restaurant." We were all like, "Oh yeah." And then he goes, "Oh, you guys have a free dinner. Like, come whenever you want, food, drinks, whatever. So it's on me." So we're like, "Yes!" So
I'm gonna get
preparing
a chimichanga, and then I'm gonna get some tacos, and then I'm gonna get a burrito, and then I'm gonna have a margarita, and then I'm probably gonna get another chimichanga, and maybe a chalupa if they have one.
Brady's already checked out the menu.
This is the actual note that Jeff gave us. It was our ticket to heaven.
When are we going there?
Right now?
Right now? And stay there a full day and just hanging out in Mexico?
You said no limits.
When do you open?
They open at 1 and they close at 11. I know this.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's nothing we value more than food. It's like if you would have given us like $300, we wouldn't have made it, added to a video. But we fucking love food. And then we're like, yeah.
I know.
So how are you guys finding your bed?
The one that sleeps
against the wall?
Yeah, against the wall, port side. Hits their head sometimes. I did that the first few weeks, maybe like 10 times. I always went around with it.
Well, that explains why you've been a bit slow lately, huh?
Yeah. That's why my forehead is so big.
But then there's not really any privacy, huh?
Yeah, no, but you know, we have time when we.
It was good in the marina because we had the showers, so
when everyone go to sleep. Yeah, because you don't want to close the curtain thing.
Because then it'll be real hot.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot, then it just feels tight. So you know, when everyone's gone to bed, that's better.
You guys get on the fucking salon table, don't you?
Yeah, Bob's is sleeping. She can't hear anything.
She sleeps through anything.
Yeah, I just put some air plugs in her ears and she can't hear shit.
Fucking full of horny bastards on this boat.
As my thoughts of burritos and tacos were replaced with thoughts of Max and Frida on the salon table, it was a good time to focus on getting the Genoa back on and building up an appetite for the Mexican fiesta later that night.
Is that good speed?
And just in time, David came sailing over to give us some advice on tuning the rig.
So we're just trying to tune the rig, and David is giving us some pointers. So what we've been doing is kind of just trying to roughly adjust the tensions on these, make sure that they're a little bit close, and then taking our eye and just sighting up the track. And seeing, if you look right at the track, you can kind of see if there's any bends in it. And it's looking like we got the main mast fairly straight.
What's most important?
The lateral setting on your mast, so it not to form like a S shape.
Yeah.
And they are straight. They are straight. After is more performance, and eventually worry about inverted band on the top when you are sailing, which could cause a kind of S shape longitudinal. But this is.
If we want more performance, we'll just take some beer and drink it.
Okay, so the S bend is bad, so you want it straight and maybe slightly back.
Particularly laterally.
Yeah.
And slightly back, because when you will sail, it will have time to.
So how do you know when too tight is too tight?
You cannot make too tight with your turnbuckle.
No? So we don't have to worry about breaking anything by tight?
You cannot. You will get third of the working load on the turnbuckle, even if you go with a big wrench.
So if we can turn it with a regular wrench this long, then we're not going to hurt anything?
No.
Okay. And it won't over tighten the mast or anything? There's no problem with that?
No.
So what's the problem with an inverted bend? Is it bad for performance or bad for the mast, or?
But it's more for performance eventually, because then I think because you think it's tight, but it's not that tight. So the main thing on the is to have a forestay quite straight
and not so much
just
sag
for
on
performance, because otherwise you have a big curve here, and for close wind it's not very good.
Yeah.
It's mainly for performance. But because you have a main backstay, so in some boats you have no main backstay on some catch.
Yeah.
So triatic is really, you set the two masts, they are like this. Triatic bring back each mast. So you have this one, the main mast are almost rake in the front, and the main and the mizzen mast are rake in the back. And when you put the triatic, you bring back everything like this.
What's up, Brady?
Going up the mizzen to adjust the triatic. Yeah, man, the best way to get over heights is to go up, I guess. You just gotta trust the shit, right? Yeah. Okay, take them up! We got Minecraft working it.
How's that race?
Good, man. My fear of heights are gone.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't even the least bit freaked out when I got up there.
You went up there, you're
I know, bro. But I think the triatic it's tight. It's
good. Pins are in it. So we'll just have to go sailing now and readjust everything.
Sailing.
It's definitely a ball snugger.
That's fine.
When all the weight's on the safety one. Oh.
Yeah, it's a ball smasher.
Yeah, bro.
Besides David's words of wisdom, we also found this book on board. It was a great reference to rigging and tuning in general, and especially interesting while looking at the mast while sailing. We went out in about 15 to 20 knots of wind. We put up full sail and headed upwind. As we tacked back and forth, we noticed some bending and curves in the mast, just as it shows in these diagrams. We tightened and adjusted the stays, keeping in mind that sometimes loosening a lower stay did the same as tightening the cap shroud, and actually worked better. After a few hours, the curves and bends were all gone, and Delos' mast was as straight as can be. Tuning done. The last thing was to remove the temporary forestay from the main mast, and since Max had never been up the mast, he was keen to do it.
Who's ready for Mexican tonight?
Oh my God. I'm so hungry. I've been saving up my appetite all day.
We should actually take a pizza before, because
Stretch it out.
yeah, you need to warm up before a feast, yeah.
Yeah, we've just been drinking a whole lot of water just to stretch our stomach.
Yeah?
And I guess to hydrate after last night.
Yeah, I think I need to do that too.
You look so pretty.
Had a bit of a wild one last night, huh, Manska?
Yes.
Manscraft was in rare form last night.
Manscraft.
100 baht, I will go get us beers.
Yeah, I know my tricks.
Okay, man. Good. Tequila bar. California style.
Manscraft. Are you hungry?
No, not at all.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's nothing we value more than food.
I don't know if he knows what he got himself into. But then we show up and he's got this cool 2 Delos, mixed music for sailing, Brazil plus more, enjoy, Jeff. We got a mixtape. We got a mixed CD, it's so cool. So nice of him, yeah. Fajitas,
Fantastic, man.
Yes.
Cheese, sour cream, guacamole, salsa, good tortillas, chicken and steak mix. Life is good.
Oh, nachos grande.
That route 2?
The after dinner snack.
The after dinner snack.
Yeah.
And here's the man.
Hey, I'm a behind the scenes.
To say we were satisfied with the dinner would be an understatement. Kabunka, Jeff. Next up, we spend the day cruising around Phuket with Jeff. I get attacked by a monkey, and Brian hits ping pong balls out of a lady's vagina.
I smacked ping pong balls out of a girl's vagina. That's a real good one.
And the salsa is.
Because it's so good.
Really good salsa.
Really good salsa.
Yoga pose. Make me some eggs, devil woman. I want salmon.